Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Ethereum price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis, and starting here on the daily chart where we are looking at our cycle toward the upside, of course, which is a kind of corrective and not impulsive. That because of course we got already a finished impulse already in the previous cycle, which it has finished a wave 5. Meaning that if we go to the all-time history of Ethereum, we can see clearly that we have finished a wave 5 here in the yellow scenario, where we have finished a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, finishing a wave 1. Meaning this impulse has turned into a 1 and looking for a wave 2, and then 3, 4, 5, continuation toward the upside. Another scenario, it can be, of course, rather than wave 1, it can be an A, B, and a C, of course, as well, continuation toward the upside for a wave C impulsively. Now, why? Because why we are looking still for lower prices? Because, of course, after having this long wave 1, as a time required for a wave 2, you would like to see, of course, a bottom for a wave 2 at a common target for the FIB time, which is 0.618 FIB level, which it might be, of course, finished or start to be considered as a finished wave 2 in October 2025. And that means, of course, it might need a little bit few months still for Ethereum to claim that a wave 2 has bottomed. Now, if we take a look here at our cycle, the current cycle, we can see that there is no impulsive waves toward the upside, meaning if we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, your wave 4 has been invalid, of course, so you cannot have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Again, if we have double 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 here, and then we have a wave 3, and then, of course, wave 4, again, invalidation of this impulse when your wave 4 has interfered with your zone 1. Meaning there is no impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there is no 1, 2, 1, 2. Your last option is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a contracting diagonal. Your contracting diagonal has a very long wave 5, longer than your wave 3, invalidation again of this contracting diagonal. Therefore, the whole possibility for an impulse toward the upside has been invalidated, meaning this wave has transformed to a corrective wave. After having 3 waves down, we have to consider this 3 waves up, and this is your wave X, and you're having a W, X, and a Y. In this case scenario, your wave Y, of course, has also a wide range, of course, of target. Unfortunately, a wave Y is not narrow in targets as other patterns, right? So it is between the 1 to 1 fib level and 0.618. It can be anywhere. And that because a wave Y can end in several patterns, meaning it can end in a zigzag, for example. It can end in a very large triangle, or it can end in a flat rather than a zigzag ABC. It can end in a normal flat, not very deep, and the wave C can of course be finished anywhere in between these ranges. So even by hitting the 0.618, it can be a target of a wave Y and then start to move toward the upside, considering that this is a W, X, and a Y. However, the time is very, very important, meaning if you want to finish here as a zigzag in 0.618, it is preferably to finish, of course, in October 2025 in any form that you would like, of course, is this wave Y to finish with, whether, of course, even a triangle or probably a flat or something else. So basically, we are still looking for lower prices. The most highest possibility might be, of course, a zigzag normally, or it can be a flat. It doesn't matter, but I think here, because of the price formation, we can see somehow an impulse toward the downside. If we go to the 1 hour chart, we can see that this is a very impulsive wave. We got a 3 waves up again for a wave 2, or probably an A, B, and a C. However, we saw continuation toward the downside and probably finishing, of course, a zigzag or a wave 1, 2 again. Meaning now, if we get the fib levels of this wave here, if we want to check the fib levels for a zigzag to see how much possibly we were close. Well, we did not reach the 1-to-1 fib level, which is the common target for a zigzag as a wave C, meaning gives higher possibilities that this is another 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, and then 3-4-5, 4-5. Very, very possible scenario. So yeah, I would say let's label this in another 1-2 as another possibility here, which it might finish, of course, your orange wave 3 here with the wave 5. And of course, then we would like, of course, to see another 4-5 in orange. And in that case, we will be very, very close, of course, to the 2290, which is your first target as a wave Y, which is, of course, the 0.618 fib level, 2300 almost. So maybe this impulse will directly bring us directly to the fib level required. Of course, we're gonna see a retracement and continuation maybe for another impulse. And then, of course, considering that you have finished wave 2, wave Y, and moving for higher prices. So basically, I would say on the 1 hour chart, if we are in 1212 here, you would like, of course, to see a retracement as well for your wave 2. Meaning, if you have here a retracement for wave 2, your wave 2 should be in 3 waves. Of course, ABC correction, and then hitting the perfect fib level between this green box exactly, and then start to think moving towards the downside again for a wave 3 in with your white scenario. So possible targets are those levels 3400, 3550 in a zigzag form. We're gonna keep this, of course, for the next time to remember it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.